Hi, my name is Paul LeFebvre. I'm from Long Island, New York, and I'm a patient at Oasis of Healing. Beginning of this year, January 2009, I was diagnosed with two cancers, one being thyroid and the other being squamous cell carcinoma. I proceeded to go to Sloan Kettering in New York and started I had an operation and started some therapy there in regards to radiation and chemotherapy. It was very invasive. My squamous cell carcinoma was very unusual because of the fact of that they could not find the primary source. So the treatment was horrendous at best. They were going to perform 33 radiation treatments on me, concentrating on my neck and throat area, but not really knowing whether the cancer was there. The ramifications of the treatment were horrific. At the end of the day, I would have had no taste buds for the rest of my life. I would have had no saliva glands for the rest of my life. I was on a feeding tube, and with all of that, not even knowing if my cancer was going to be cured or disappeared. So it was basically a shot in the dark, whether I was being treated correctly or not. When I was diagnosed with both cancers, I subsequently had an operation on my neck. I guess basically what you call a total neck dissection. I had a muscle removed, I had lymph nodes removed, I had my jugular vein removed, and in the lymph nodes they found the two cancers, and I also had my thyroid glands removed. The prognosis, because of having both cancers at stage, as in the Western world called stage 3, was 50-50 at best. And as I said, the problem was that they didn't even know where the primary of the squamous cell came from. I started on conventional treatment based on pressure I put on myself from family and friends, and decided to move forward with the chemo and the radiation, and it practically killed me. Ended up getting pneumonia, ended up having to get a feeding tube in my stomach, having to feed myself with cans of food because I was unable to swallow, unable to eat, and I was going to have to do that for a very, very long time, again, without knowing or having any idea whether if my cancer was being treated or not. It was a shot in the dark. They didn't know where it was, but this is what Western medicine told us to do, and that's the way I moved forward. Well, after 13 radiation treatments and chemo treatments, I got so sick that I was horizontal, and I caught pneumonia, and happened to be on my birthday, May 29th of this year. I just threw my hands up in the air and said, what am I doing? Through my research, we found a hospital called Oasis of Healing, and spoke to Dr. Lodi, and just everything made sense, that this is the way that I was going to move forward to get myself better and to lead a productive life for the rest of my life. 2 weeks later, we made reservations, and here I am in Arizona. And 6 weeks after I was horizontal, I am sitting here talking to you and feeling so much better about the treatment I'm receiving, and have so much better hope for my future, and also for all the people that I've been associated with here. It's an amazing place. The staff is amazing, the doctors are amazing, and what's most amazing is the spirit of the people that come here and the hope that they have. I had somebody say something to me, you know, we can live 3 weeks without food, we can live 3 days without water, but we can't live 3 minutes without hope, and there's so much hope here, it's amazing. The education that I've been receiving here for the past few weeks at Oasis is just tremendous. You learn so much about the disease, how you get it, the reasons why your body hasn't rejected it and has accepted it, the environment, the food that we eat, the nutrition that we don't get, or should I say the nutrition that we waste is probably a better way, because We don't use food as our fuel, and we're putting bad gasoline in our bodies. This is not what we've been doing for years and years and years. And you learn so much here that when we all get out of here and we do get better, that we're going to know, we're so educated, we're going to know what to eat and what to breathe and how to live and get the most out of life. It's just tremendous, the education that you receive, and learn about all the bad things that we've been doing to ourselves for such a long time, and not on purpose. We just don't know. You know, we're not educated. It's too easy to go through every day of life just fitting in, you know, and just natural things that, you know, you get up in the morning and you do this. It's the way we were brought up. We're a product of the environment. Well, the reason why is because we're not educated enough to know about other things and other choices that are out there for us. So you learn so much at Oasis of Healing that to better yourself and to better your health. And you know, one of the things that I've learned since I've been here is not only are we trying to cure the cancer and get rid of the cancer, but the most important thing is to keep it away and let our bodies keep it away so that we don't have to worry about it any longer. And not only are we going to get rid of it here, but we're going to eventually and ultimately not even going to worry about it any longer, because we get ourselves on a program and on a regimen that's just going to be part of a natural way of life, and the confidence that you get, that you know that it's going to stay away, because it's just everything makes sense. So it's exciting. It's exciting to know that, you know, I'm going to come out of here a healthier person, and I got a long way to go. I feel very confident being at Oasis of Healing because the key word is healing. And ultimately, I'm going to feel healed when I get out of here. And I'm going to feel healed every day of my life. And part of that healing is both physically and mental. I just going to feel really good about myself and the way the changes I've made in my lifestyle, and be healthy. And it's a healing center, and the name of the organization is exactly what it is. It's a healing center, and you start to feel healed when you're here, and I know that's the way I'm going to feel when I leave here, and I'm going to be home, and I'm going to feel real good about it. Since I've been here and have met so many wonderful people, many of them here for the same reasons I am, cancer. And we have many, many discussions, and the spirit here is just tremendous, and how everyone feels about this facility and the education that it gives us, and the camaraderie that we've all. I've made so many new friends here and the one thing that is amazing to me is that everybody here has different types of cancer. Everybody's been through the different forms of treatment, different so-called, in the Western world, stages of cancer. But there's one thing that is just amazing to me, is the spirit that everybody has here to get well, and have the goal of getting well and moving on with their life in such a fashion that's just, it's indescribable how that you can feel that and have this illness and still have this zest for life and zest to move on. It's incredible, and the education that we're getting here, besides the health services that they're giving us and the medicines but the education that we're getting here is just tremendous. And you know, we also have to play a very big part in healing ourselves. So it's a combination of the staff and the doctors and the patients all working together. The camaraderie is amazing, and it's an experience I'll never forget.